When I think of the credentials that people need to run for office, um, I think of all of the experience that women have that we don't count. I mean, who is it that cleans the refrigerator out, um, and make sure that the family doesn't become ill because of expired food? It's women who do that. So who better to legislate on consumer protection? Who is it that figures out that the pajamas are flammable, and that we need to do something differently? Who is it that makes the doctor's appointments, even for men, so that they can take those tests they don't want to take? Who that are the children's first teachers? Women, mothers. Who better to sit on the school board? Who better to sit on the health committee than a woman? Who is it that chooses the house to purchase or to rent, and so that they can move into the school district that has the best curriculum and best outcomes for students? It's women who make those choices. Who better than us to make these decisions at a legislative level? Rosa PAC is a very essential asset for women of color. The problem that women in general have is that organizations, PACs don't give money to women to the same extent that they give to men. And for sure, women of color, even when the organizations are friendly toward their issues, I'm thinking the AFL-CIO, very often the AFL-CIO will max out to men and not so much for women, and they will max out to white people and not so much for people of color. But we're told all the time that we don't need money, that we live in safe districts, that we don't have any major opponents, and that's often true. But money is the currency of power in Washington, D.C. And so that if an African American doesn't have money to provide it to vulnerable freshmen, or to be able to travel to someone else's district to help get the vote out, or to be able to pay the dues, then they will not have an opportunity to go into leadership. They will not have an opportunity to succeed to the same extent that men are. And this is a constant battle for African American women. I mean, they got the double, they got the double whammy. They're women and they're of color, and it is very, very difficult to gather those resources. Someone like Rosa PAC, that is designed to fund the campaigns of women of color, where you don't have to compete against men or other people for those resources. That is so valuable to us.